Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Six Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Giving out live replays for today's card. And on today's show, we'll have picture from the NFL. 12 games on the board after yesterday's exciting finish to the Bears Packers. And, of course, Washington and Eagles were pretty competitive for the first half, and the second half, Eagles took over. And, of course, got through the first round of college football bowls. But today, we'll have a picture here from the NBA, a 6-game card. College basketball featured by a game with Oregon Gonzaga. Of course, we get to hockey as well. So, guys, make sure you hit that like, that subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. It really helps us build up our audience when you do that. So let's meet the captains, get right to the picks as we don't mess around here on the Tony Six Morning Show. Let's go to Al. What's going on?
Yeah, rough one. I've finally decided to back my Lakers yesterday, and well, they didn't show up. So again, rough day yesterday. Went 1-3 on the premium side, but looking for a bounce back today.
We'll do that indeed. Jorge, how you doing?
Good, man. Damn, I couldn't have called that Memphis game any better. They lost straight out, but they were up by 15 in the first half. But I was kind of watching them with the Rebel game. They actually played pretty well. I think they came out playing a little bit of defense. So super athletic, just no point guard. The kid was supposed to come from South it's one of the schools up there in the WCC. It's just blowing my mind right now. It always has a good point guard. It'll come back to me. Anyway, it was a lot of fun to watch. He's due back soon. So, it's it. College still going pretty well. I think I'm 4 out of 5, 5 out of 6. I got to go back and check over these last few bowl games. Split the NFL yesterday. This NFL is just crazy this year, dude. It's like preseason to me. You got to just hold your nose at the end and see if you pull out a win, or if your win that was winning for 59 minutes loses.
Yeah, that's how NFL is. Yep, there's a couple overtime with Gorillas. We saw the Seahawks, Rams, and here this Packers Bears game coming on. Yeah, I split the card here. Had a premium on the Packers. That falls, and I had Ole Miss getting the job done. Rod was right. Those Ducks, they get up and they let James Dolly Madison come in through the back door. They get it done, but cover that number. But we'll move on here for today's action. NFL 12-game card. We'll do 3 blocks of 4 here in the NFL. And
you also had Tulane, Tony.
Oh, Tulane, that's right. I had Ole Miss.
I took them.
You took them right. Oh.
But I did get off. I mean, I wasn't going to lay Oregon, but I was still looking at it. And I was like, no, I'm not messing with that 20. Even yards, both had 500 yards.
Yeah.
But tied for Oregon in the next game.
Yeah, and the reason why I didn't make a premium is I saw that Northwestern game where the backups came in for Oregon and just blew the cover. I mean, it looked to me that they were just going to pound out Northwestern, but when they went to the bench, they couldn't stop the Wildcats. And I said, "Oh." I thought about that. I said, "Well, that kept me from making that game a premium, no doubt." And I mentioned that when Rod was saying, "No, Oregon's going to blow it, lose the back door." Sure enough, he was right. He was right on that one. And I did. I thought the playoff game and the last 3 games, how they commanded the last 3 covers, I thought they would be able to do it. But no, playoff game doesn't matter. They're still going to let leave the back door open. But next week we got some pretty good matchups, so we'll look forward to that. So we'll get to the NFL here for today. We'll start it off here with Bills and Browns. We got the Bills 10.5. Total sits here at 41. Jets and Saints. Saints here 6.5. Total 40.5. The Jets still going with that 3rd-string quarterback. Rookie Vikings and Giants. Vikings 2.5 on the road. Total sits here at 43.5. We got the Bucks and Carolina. Important game here in the division. It's the Bucks 3, and they don't want to get the hook up there yet. We're seeing 3 and juice in this one. Total sits here at 45.5. In this one, we'll take a look at some of the weather here. Carolina game should be 59 degrees and light wind. Cleveland 27 degrees, 13-mile-per-hour wind there. Jets and Saints are in a dome. And our game here between the Giants in New York, we're going to have 43 degrees, 15-mile-per-hour wind. So it doesn't look like any precipitation, clear skies, a little bit of wind or breeze, however you look at it. We'll start with El Nidos.
Yeah, actually, you saying that -3 was juiced because I think a little money came in on the Panthers.
It looks that way. The Panthers had it juiced. Yep.
Yeah, so the +3 I'm seeing is juiced now. So I still think the Bucks can come in here and get the job done. I mean, I know 2 teams have been very inconsistent, but We got Mike Evans back there, and I still like these weapons better for Baker Mayfield now. Probably one of the more inconsistent quarterbacks in the league, but I think he started off at least having a pretty good season. I think he can do well in this matchup, so I'll lay it there with the Bucks. Hopefully, we'll get a -2.5 soon. In the Bills-Browns game, I was looking at maybe you can either go James Cook. It's a little juicy, not too bad. I'm seeing a -135 for James Cook to run one in. Now you can get a little plus money on Josh Allen to throw himself 2 touchdown passes in that one. And the game the Bills should handle, but again, do I want to lay 10 points with a hook? I'm not sure I'm ready to do that, so I'd rather stick to those props instead. Jets Saints. Wow, that one could get ugly. I want to take an under here, but I just don't trust this Jets defense to keep it to stop anybody really. Yeah, so maybe just a pass on that one. And the Vikings Giants. Yeah, again, a pretty meaningless game here, but I think the right side is to lay just the. I'm seeing a -2.5 juice. You could just lay the -3 and rather than lay any juice here. But I think the Vikings should get the job done in that one.
There you go with that one. Let's move on over to Jorge.
Yeah, I don't know about laying points on the road, but Tampa Bay hasn't covered 6 in a row. They've been super banged up. I really don't even care who the game is. The lines get adjusted, and eventually it pans out, for the book on those sides, especially if someone's been riding the other way, which has been some good plus money. Too bad it's not a run out jumped on the other side of, but lean. Yeah, you know what, though? Carolina, inconsistent. One good road game, I believe it was. But the other times, anytime they've been a good dog that they've won outright, it's been at home. They're definitely a lot better at home. So I'm not teetering on that one. And I've been wrong in every Steeler game for against all year long. And so my lean is, of course.
That's the next block. All
right. I'll jump onto that one later. Let me see what's earlier.
We had Bills, Browns, Jets, Saints, Vikings, Giants, Bucks, Panthers.
Bills, Browns. I don't think the Bills are going to be all that motivated to come in there and beat them. It'll be a little bit nippy with some wind. Lean towards the under in that one.
There with Jorge. Tell you what I think here. Some of these games here. I like the over in Buccaneers, Panthers. I'm not a big fan of this Buccaneers defense. Matter of fact, when you look at the Panthers defense, they're getting pounded here by the Pats over the past month. 70% completion rate, 7.3 yards per pass attempt. We have 2 pass defenses that are brutal right now. And we look here at Carolina, 8-2 the over at home, facing a team that allows 5.65 yards per play or greater. So these bad defenses, they tend to go over. So I'll look at the over in that one between Tampa Bay and Carolina there. And what else?
What's your injury report on that? I'm seeing Tampa Bay almost has like no injuries. At least
Tampa Bay got very healthy. Yeah, they're healthy in this one. Irving's back. Evans is back. Godwin's going to play.
Going out, just injured guys.
Yeah, that's on the injury report there. So they're pretty healthy coming into this game. That's what I'm saying.
Not everybody plays the same every week. That's a misnomer here of sports bettors and all that. They predict who's going to be good as if they're going to be good every single game. It just doesn't happen, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to be bad 6 straight games when you got that much of talent. Some guys are back. Evans back. That opens everything up.
Just a few injuries on defense, but yeah, it looks like their offense really healthy.
Yeah, and this is a big game. Circle the wagons here with both teams here for the division. I like the Bills based on their starters and offense and defense healthy. They're a healthy team, and Cleveland's banged up on the right side of their offensive line. The right tackle's out, right guard is questionable. This is the living versus the dead game. That's a clear advantage here on the child rating by +10 for Buffalo. So I'll look at the Bills here to get it done. The offensive health rating for Cleveland, 67.6, is very low. You got Shedeur Sanders under center. The Bills offense, the highest rating at 93. Huge injury advantage for Buffalo. I can only look at them in that side there. But those are the two that I kind of will give out here on the show. Let's continue here on Tonight's Morning Show as we continue on. Next up in this block, Chiefs and Titans. KC on the road laying 2.5, total 37.5. Chargers and Cowboys. It's the Cowboys here at 1, total 50.5. Bengals and Dolphins. Cincinnati on the road, 4.5 are creeping up here on the road, total 48.5. And then we'll end this block with Falcons and Cardinals. It's Atlanta here, 3 on the road. Total sits here at 48.5. Take a look here at some of the injuries here, notable ones. So we know with KC, we're not going to see Mahomes. It'll be our man, the former Washington State, Mr. Mustache here to get the start here at quarterback for KC. Rice and the right tackle will be out as well. The receiver for KC hurt. tackle and corner out here for the Chiefs. Tennessee will be without a receiver. Receiver and tight end questionable, and guard as well. Also, a couple linebackers banged up there for Tennessee, but a big advantage injury-wise here for Tennessee in that game based on the child rating. And then we look here at Cincinnati, Miami. Higgins is questionable there. Defensive end out with tackle and corner questionable there. Miami, we know, is going to bench Tua. Miami has a safety out and linebacker questionable. Slight injury advantage for Cincinnati. We have the backup going here for the Miami Dolphins at quarterback. Falcons and the Cardinals here. London is questionable there for Atlanta receiver. They have a corner out. Arizona has a left tackle and left guard out. So the left side of their offensive line injured there for this Arizona team. Harrison Jr. and Weaver, the receivers, are questionable. And Atlanta, a significant injury advantage coming into this one. Arizona's offense has the lowest health rating, 56.1. Falcons defense, the highest health rating in this game with 85.1. So you've got a healthy Atlanta defense going up against a banged-up Arizona offense in this one. Starting with Alnitos.
Yeah, a lot of these are bet at your own risk. A couple meaningless games, I guess, here. Bengals, Dolphins. Yeah, again, could definitely make a case to take the plus money there with the Dolphins, but I think I'll just rather lay it with the Bengals there and avoid all that mess that's been going on with Miami. Chargers, Cowboys should be a good one, but again, I think can be always get tricky there in Dallas, but I think that the Chargers just been the more consistent team and the better team overall this season. So I'll take the Chargers there on the road. And it was Jaguars, Broncos to wrap it up. I like the Broncos.
No, that wasn't. It was Falcons, Cardinals.
It was the Falcons, Cardinals. And yeah, sorry, Chiefs, Titans in this one as well. Yeah, a lot of value gone now on the Titans, but I still think they'll just be the more motivated team here. I don't think the Chiefs, again, after missing the playoffs, after being in them for so long, I think they're just ready to pack it up and go home. So, and I think why not get a win against the Chiefs while you can if you're the Titans on your record there. So take a small shot. Ooh, I'm just seeing the +3 pop back up for the Titans. So you could take that field goal if you want, but I think the value's on the money line there as well with the Titans.
There we go. From Alnias on over to Jorge.
Yeah, Manchu would have for the Chiefs. This kind of game he covers, though. He's a gamer. He's playing with the second stringer guys. He's done this with 4 or 5 teams. This ain't your typical backup. He's a backup that can actually come in. He can't get you to the playoffs, but he can definitely come in and win some games. He's already done that. He don't care. That guy used to walk around Washington State campus with a bottle of Jack in his hand, open, with no shirt on, just walking around campus. If he stuck around this far in the NFL, it's obviously because he's just at a whole different mindset. So the only problem with that game is everybody's on the Titans. I haven't heard.
Oh, yes, I heard that.
One person say it's the Chiefs. So if there's a -2.5 in there,
there is.
I think it might be worth a shot.
Yep. Yeah, and you hadn't heard someone because you haven't heard me talk about this game yet. That's why. All right. So I'm going to look at the Chargers here. I want the better defense in this game. You look at Dallas here. Their defense here over this past month, giving up 32 points a game, 8.2 yards per pass attempt. Dallas against these good teams with a 600 to 750 win rate, 2-4 the spread at home. LA's covered 3 straight behind really good defense. Cowboys, we know the defense, the pass defense has been a struggle, so I'll look at them in that spot. Other one here, yeah, give me KC. I mean, look, this is an Andy Reid team. Okay, these guys aren't going to lay down. I mean, what are we talking about? I mean, I can understand if you had any other coach out there, but Andy Reid doesn't coach losing. I don't see I see the team coming out with it. And the reason why I say this is because I've seen a lot of Chiefs preseason games, and he plays everybody. If you notice, if he has 4 quarterbacks, they each play a quarter, and he's out there coaching hard.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What coach has the best record against the spread?
Oh boy, that's a good question.
Reid,
right? Yeah, Reid. Of course. Yeah.
Over a long sample, his teams are always going to play. I mean, that's irrelevant. They don't even have DNA. They're kind of like a Miami type culture. You know what I mean? You next man up, you better play as hard and produce as the person in front of you.
Oh yeah. And of course, he's going to make good use of this. He's going to make good use of this time to assess his talent for next season, right? That's what he's going to do. He's a very efficient coach, a very good coach. yeah, we're not going to make the playoffs, but I'm going to find out who we're going to keep and who we're going to cut. This is what we're going to find out right here. And trust me, the players will know that in the team meetings. You know that he
ain't going nowhere. He ain't getting fired. So.
No, he's not getting fired. So some of these guys,
starting. I agree.
Yeah, I'm not going to. Reed does not coach losing. He's. I'm just going to go with the professional organization, professional team. You put Andy Reid on a football field. Doesn't matter if it's a preseason game. He wants to win it. You know.
One thing I haven't heard either is Tennessee tanking.
Mm-hmm.
Very well could be.
Absolutely. What's their motivation to win this game? You need some offensive line help there.
Can you lose if you go against all three teams that only have 2 wins this week?
Yeah.
Or 2 out of 3 taken? Probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not all 3.
Yeah. Huge coaching advantage here. You got an interim going up against Reed too, right? And all his assistant coaches got to be on their A game. He's not going to put up with any of this nonsense. Trust me. He's going to get. Yeah, I've seen him getting faces. Are you putting your
house mortgage on this one? You're just going on and on about this one.
Well, the thing is, people are disrespecting Andy Reid. That's what's bothering me about this game.
Okay, all right.
That's what really pisses me off. People are just respecting him. Oh, the Chiefs aren't going to be motivated. BS, man.
That shows to me that they're not very intelligent. I just ignore that. I let that go. In one ear, right out the other. They haven't know that guy's record against the betting number since his days in Philadelphia with McNabb. I think he's like literally a quarterback coach combo against the spread. I think he's 1-2, but if he's not, he's like 2-3 or 3-4. He's got each team in his career right there.
Yep. And of course, Tennessee. I don't know the fans. I don't know if they're going to show up in the team. It's been a disappointing year for this Titans team, but again, it is the Titans, guys. And I know they're going for ticket sales, but
Titans win for fans today. Hope. Yeah, exactly.
Look at the Tennessee Titans spread record, man. It's one of the worst in football over the past.
Hey, but they put up 31 points last week. I mean, Ward's starting to come around. He's starting to get some confidence. He's starting to get a little bit of chemistry. It's what he got. They can run the ball with Pollard. So it's.
We're not bad, and the KC defense hasn't been bad either. I mean, it's been the offense that's been maybe it's been the offense. Maybe they need a guy here like Minshew to kind of shake things up a little bit. Even though he'll be good for one game. Once you get film on him, that's when he gets in trouble too.
Who's that?
That's Minshew, Gardner Minshew.
I got film on him.
Yeah, they got film on him, but not recent ones. We'll see what he looks like with these Chiefs players. All right, we'll close out NFL with Jaguars Broncos. Really good game here. Jaguars and Broncos. Broncos here laying 3.5 here, total 47 there. Steelers and Lions. Lions laying 7 here. It's a big number here, total 52. Raiders and Texans. Look at this. Texans 14. I see the hook now. The hook coming on there. Boys, poor Raiders, man. Geno Smith is back, so the days of Pickett maybe are over there with the Raiders. Patriots, Ravens, a great Sunday night game. Ravens 3.5. The hook is on it now. The hook is now on the Ravens. 3.5, total 49. Look at give you some notes here in some of these games injury wise on the child reports here. Jacksonville here and Denver looks like a bit of an advantage here for Jacksonville. Jacksonville has been one of the most healthiest teams all season with a health advantage in the low 90s offense and defense. That's been pretty consistent throughout the season. So they've been one of the most healthiest teams all year. This year, but just a slight injury. Both starters on both sides of the football here healthy, but again, you look at the guys that are in IR, you get a slight injury advantage here for the Jaguars, who, like I said, been healthy for most of the season and very fast on defense. But if they can figure out that blown coverage, they can take right angles. It could be a dangerous team in the playoffs. Just to keep an eye on them here. Steelers and Lions. Pittsburgh have a left guard out, a linebacker and corner out, so they're banged up on offense and defense. Detroit, left tackle, left guard, center, questionable. Their offensive line hurt. Nickelback, questionable there. Pittsburgh, a slight injury advantage here on the child rating, but of course there are guys on injured reserve as well, leading to these low ratings. Raiders and Houston coming in. Raiders have a guard, questionable. Defensive starters are healthy, but they're not any good. Houston running back Marks is questionable. A defensive linebacker, corner, questionable. Texas an injury advantage in the child rating by +4. The lowest health rating is the Raiders offense, guys on the IR at 76. So these are the most injured unit Raiders offense there. Patriots and Ravens. New England took a huge injury hit last week. A linebacker out and linebacker, corner, nickelback questionable. Baltimore left tackle questionable. A defensive corner is doubtful here for the Baltimore game. Baltimore a significant injury advantage here by the child ratings, +9.10. The lowest health rating here, Patriots defense 70. The highest health ratings, the Ravens offense plus at 91. So you have a healthy Ravens offense going up against the banged up Patriots defense. That's probably why we're seeing the line move to the hook here.
Great point there. Great point, Tony. The one thing that doc service is the best at is in-game analysis and that stuff going out. They were up 21-0. They got a lot of injuries. People go, injuries don't matter. Refs calls don't matter. Bullshit. They both matter. and they pretty much dictate 80% of what happens in the game, right? Yeah. So I think the over in that one. I didn't realize they were that banged up. I saw the injuries, but if it's that banged up, then yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Move on over to El Ninos.
Yeah, it's up there at 49. Yeah, I don't like it as much with the hook, and honestly could start making a case for the Patriots here, but I was leaning heavily towards the Ravens. Patriots just, they've had a great season. They've been the more consistent team, but pretty easy schedule to get there too with that record. So I think the Ravens at home can get the job done there. But again, that -3 is at even money or so. So you could probably find a -3, a juiced -3. I guess that would be my pick if I had to bet it right now. I'm gonna try to wait for a 3 to come back though. I think I could definitely see money coming in on the Patriots plus 3.5. So I'm guessing Ravens -3 juice for me right now. Steelers Lions. Yeah, the Lions are the better team, but I don't think I think 7 points is a few too many here. So I'll take the points with the Steelers there to keep it within that touchdown. Yeah, it should be a good game, but yeah, again, I think it comes down to more of a field goal than a touchdown. So I'll take the points with the Steelers there. I almost was ready to lay the points with the Texans, and honestly, still thinking about it. This is definitely an ugly matchup for the Raiders here. I could definitely see this Houston defense getting all over the Raiders. Getting after the quarterback. I wouldn't be surprised if they got a couple interceptions in this one. I could definitely see a few sacks for sure, and yeah, I'm not sure. I'm quite wow. I guess. Yeah, I'll pass on this one.
Yeah, pass on that one, right? Okay, we haven't seen Aiden O'Connell. Wonder maybe they'll go to the kid. Surprised they went with Pickett. Well, they had to see what Pickett was about. We know what he was about. We move on over to Jorge.
Yeah, Raiders are tough. But Geno Smith is playing. Plus 14 is the only play. Right. They don't care. They just want to win that game. They're fired up. They're playing that well. Raiders defense hasn't stunk. It's decent. It doesn't get it ain't the Bengals defense, or the Steelers for that matter. They at least do show up. And Pete Carroll's guys are going to show up and play. You know what I mean? So kind of a tough call there. By no chance do I think they win, but by no chance do I think Houston's fired up to play the Raiders right now. And 14 points is asking a lot. Get a 21-point lead, keep it. Geno Smith is going to sling the ball, right? That's why he's got the interception. So there's always possibility. Backup of a backup, rest your guys for division games. This isn't a division game. They're in the lead. They're playing well. They're healthy. Yeah, kind of tough there, but yeah, very close, man. That'd be a tough one. The hook. If you had the hook, 14.5, definitely a play.
There you go. That sounded like a low scoring. Could see a low scoring game there. We'll see how that one rolls. Although we saw Houston rack it up against a bad defense in Arizona last week. And they did put up a lot of points against the Ravens, and the Ravens were shattered on defense. They put 44 on them, but we'll see what happens there with this Raiders team today, coming off a lot of embarrassment last week, especially offensively. There were some ugly numbers offensively there. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and lay it, even though it's a hook is on there. I like Baltimore here. Again, this is too many injuries on the Patriots. A big game here for the Ravens. They can't afford to lose any more games. They've got to have this one. Patriots have failed to cover 3 of 4. Struggles defending the run. We know what the strength is for this Ravens team is running the football. We saw that last week against Cincinnati. We had that really cold weather, some wind there. It was pretty much a run for the Ravens, and they ran it down Bengals' throat. So I like Baltimore here, laying it here, especially against a banged-up Patriots team. Yeah, I can only lay it here with Detroit to come up with a big effort in this one. Short week for the Steelers. Lions passing game is pouring well here. But when I look at this here, Detroit against the AFC, put up 32 points a game, high completion rate, almost 74%, 7.6 yards per pass attempt, 3-1 the spread against the AFC there. And against these bad pass defenses, Detroit here, 4-1 of the spread at home, facing pass defenses that allow 235 yards per game or greater. I'll look at Detroit in that game.
Hey, Tony, one question. Hold on. Well, what's the biggest trend? I forgot. With Detroit.
Detroit
after
here,
a loss.
After a loss. Yep.
Huge, right? I think
that's what it is.
They're still undefeated this year too, right?
They are. And Lions, no, yeah, they are undefeated. There's a questionable cover there by Hook, I think, as well. But Steelers 1-3 of the spread against the NFC. Of course, they played a lot of Central teams, right? So against the NFC, they're giving up 30 points a game. So you see these teams only once every 3 to 4 years, right? So these offenses are getting these NFC offenses are getting off on the Steelers defense. So
yeah, but Aaron Rodgers seems to have control of the offense now with Metcalf, the chemistry with Metcalf. He's got their confidence up, so I think they think they're in every game, and they might be. I mean, I've been wrong. I've been going against them and losing. So, yeah, I don't. If whatever I put up goes the other way,
I'll take the Ron Hans in this game here in this one. There, boy, this Jaguar. I was a big fan of the Jaguars early in the season. Matter of fact, they had them in the game against the Chiefs, and they did beat the Niners early in the year. And I'll take the hook in there. If they give me the hook with Jacksonville, I like them in the spot here, plus the 3.5. And I'm going to tell you this here. As I said, I've always praised this Jacksonville defense, one of the fastest defenses in the league. But
who'd they beat, Tony?
Well, they beat the Niners. They beat the KC Chiefs, and those are some of the teams that come to mind. Well, at the time they were good, though. At the time they were.
Niners were banged up.
But they were still getting the job done.
My whole point is this is their test.
Yeah, this will be one of their tests.
Best defense. Are the Jaguars, are the Broncos legit, right? They're both of them. Well, Broncos did better than expected last year. Jaguars were all banged up. You know, it was unfair. They were expected to get back to at least be a contender. They've been proven that, but are they really, right? Definitely whoever wins this game is the true contender of the new contenders.
That's right.
I say that, but it's not coming out. Sorry, guys.
Well, I've been a big fan of this Jaguars defense. If you watch them play, how fast they are, they're able to get
Denver
the ball. They're very fast defense. But again, their issues here have been taking bad angles and blowing coverage because they're very young defensively. But it's not surprising to me that they're in this position at 10-4 because of how well this defense has looked. And Trevor Lawrence has kind of had some good games against bad defense. But this is the test, I think, here for definitely Trevor Lawrence. Can he step up his game against a good defense? That's the thing right there. But I think this could be a defensive struggle. It wouldn't surprise me one bit here. But I'll look here at the Jaguars here, strength of their defense there. All right, let's continue here on the Tony X Morning Show. Turn our attention here to the NBA for today. 6-game card, so we'll do 2 blocks of 3. As we'll start it off here with Bulls and Hawks. We got the Hawks here laying 5.5, total 247. Raptors and Nets. It's Toronto, the back-to-back team, laying 3.5, total 216.5. Heat and the Knicks. Boy, this is a series back in the day. Knicks 8, total 235.5. Let's take a look at the injury reports here in this one. Of course, a lot of history in this. They keep bringing it up all the time, but we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Moving forward here, let's take a look here at the injuries. We'll get the report up here right now. Bulls and Hawks. It's Kobe White questionable. DeSonmo and Smith are probable. For Atlanta, no Dante, no Porzingis. Ndiaye will be probable. Toronto and Brooklyn, no RJ Barrett. Portal has been upgraded to probable. To questionable for Toronto. He was earlier as out, upgrade to questionable. Brooklyn, no Highsmith, no Powell. Cam Thomas still out there. Miami and the Knicks, the Heat will be without Hero, Jovic, Larson, Rozier, as we know. Wiggins and Mitchell are both questionable. The Knicks will be without McBride and Shamet. They've been hurt for a while here. Start with El Ninos.
Sorry, we're doing just the three early ones?
Yeah, 3 early ones. Yeah.
Okay.
3 early ones.
So I will start off with the Raptors Nets here. A small number for the Raptors. I just think they're the better team here. Would I be shocked if the Nets get the job done at home? No, but I think the Raptors should be able to win this one by 6 or more. So anything under 6 here, I'd lay with the Raptors. I know they haven't necessarily been playing their best ball, but I think they are the better team here. Heat. Yeah, tricky one here with all these question marks. Maybe a Knicks first half look for me, or but again, I'd have to wait on some injuries on some of these question marks to clear up before I could think about taking the Heat on the full game here. Again, a few too many points for me to lay with the Knicks on the full game, but I think they get off to the better start here.
There we go. From Alex on over to Jorge.
The Bulls. The Bulls. Because the Bears, just the Bears. No, I'm just kidding. They're actually healthy for the first time. I think they had their starting five back last game. For the first time, they've won a couple games in a row. Atlanta, don't know what you can't ever predict what's going to happen with those guys. Just no consistency, and they're trying to work Trae Young back into the lineup. He'll be on restricted minutes, sat down the second of a back-to-back because of load management. All that being said, though, is that the Bulls are back. Chris Collins, my buddy's kid, with the Gorman, is healthy for the Bulls again, and he's a good forward off the bench. Gets a lot of fouls, but his offense is picked up. So look for the Bulls to cover that one.
Yeah, from Jorge. I agree with Jorge. I like the Bulls to cover this one. Atlanta's a losing record at home this year, minus 4.5 net rating. The Bulls have won cover 2 straight behind really good shooting. Hawks have failed to cover 4 straight with really poor defense. We're starting to see this bad defense from the Hawks again. Past 2 months, allowing 51% shooting, 43% from the three. They're not making their threes. Give me Chicago here plus the 5 in that one. And that's about the only one I like. This block there. Let's get finish off NBA here with these final 3. Bucks and Timberwolves. We've got Milwaukee here. Big dogs. Minnesota here laying 12, total 226.5. We just saw Minnesota take out OKC on Friday night. Spurs and Wizards. We got the back-to-back Spurs, 15.5 on the road, total 237.5. 2 teams coming in back-to-back here, Rockets and Kings. It will be the Rockets, 12, total 223.5. We'll look at the injury report here from these final 3. Bucks and Timberwolves. Giannis with that calf issue, still questionable. And I'm sorry, still out. Out is Giannis. So is Prince. Prince is also out. It is Conley who is questionable for Minnesota. Other than that, pretty clean. We still see Edwards in the lineup here in this spot. Spurs and Wizards. Spurs, clean injury report. The Wizards, no Kispert. Then Coulibaly, Watkins, Whitmer are all questionable. Houston and Sacramento, both teams in back-to-backs. Eason is questionable. Finney-Smith and Van Fleet are out. On the Kings side, no Eubanks, no Levine, no Sabonis. Kings going young. That seems to be the word here from Sacramento, playing a lot of their young guys. We start here with Downino's.
Yeah, my favorite play, I guess, here would be the Wolves to win both halves if you can get that. If not, it's a lean to the dogs. I'm not trying to lay double digits here. I don't care what the situation is. Probably the dog I'm trying to back the least, I guess, would be the Wizards. I can see this one just end up as a blowout just on accident without the Spurs even trying. But again, I'm not trying to lay more than 2 touchdowns with them either. So probably that's the one I'm staying away from. And again, not much value on the Spurs to win both halves either. You got to lay some juice for that. So just to stay away there. And again, Rockets to win both halves or points with the Kings here if you're just looking at the spread. Again, on the back-to-back, could they wave the white flag? Yeah, sure. And it could get ugly. But at the same time, as you mentioned, the Rockets too, how much they want to push this if they are up, So I could see the Kings keeping this one within single digits.
There we go. Now I need it. On over to Jorge.
Man, I'll take a lean to the under in Minnesota. Yeah, they're definitely not a team to lay 12 points with either. If anything, I'd do the Bucks on that one just because they're probably looking ahead to their next game, coming off their big win with OKC. No Giannis, so they're probably just going out to get that W. They're definitely not mowing over people. But the under, they are playing some defense. Milwaukee, Kuzma's not even starting. There's names in there I don't even know. And, they're going for Porter for point. And if you're going to Turner to be your leading scorer, you're in trouble. So take the under 226 in Minnesota.
Yeah, from Jorge. I agree with Jorge. I like the under in that one. Milwaukee's gone under in 9 of 11. Poor shooting, but spots of good defense. Again, no Giannis in there. So who's gonna step up? We don't know. T-Wolves have gone under in 5 of 6. Good defensive play here from Minnesota. Bucks I'm struggling making threes over their past two weeks. We look at Minnesota over this period, shooting just 45%, just 33% from 3, but defending well. So 2 teams that are struggling from the 3-point line, I like as well. The under with Milwaukee here and Minnesota there. Just keep an eye with Sacramento playing around with lineups, playing a lot of younger guys now. I guess you know what the signs on the wall says. Tank here. That's what they're doing. The tank. The Sacramento Tank Kings is what we're going to call them now. All right, let's continue here on the Tony S'more Show. We were to college basketball. What we do this time of the year, we just ask the Cappers, just give us what you got in college hoops. We'll get to the blocks as we get into later December and early January. we get started with Down Ninos. Give us what you got, college hoops.
Yeah, not too much. I know it's a loaded card, but I guess the first one I was looking at there was Northern Kentucky laying a small number here against Charleston. Main thing is Charleston 0-2 on the road here. Northern Kentucky is 7-1 at home, so I think they get the job done there. The other one was looking at Penn State over Pittsburgh. Probably just take them on the money line here. Just 1-1 on the road, but again, just a better team overall here. So again, as long as they box out here and secure those rebounds, Pitt does have the edge there, but Penn State should get the job done as long as they box out. UConn, DePaul, I was looking at the under in that one, just two teams trending that way. And definitely UConn likes to play at a slow pace, so expect them to slow it down here. I'll take the under in this one. One I was looking at the other way was that Long Beach State, Iowa State. Iowa State coming in at 6-5 to the over. Long Beach State 8-2-1 to the over. So I'll take that one to go over. And Idaho, Cal Poly, could be a trap line, but I'll lay the short number there with Idaho on the road to wrap it up for me.
Yeah, from Al Ninos. Just a note, Brown and USC has been canceled because of situations in Brown University. So Brown USC canceled. No makeup in I believe. Just note here on the line move. We see the Gonzaga open up 14 on neutral court against Oregon. I think they're playing the NBA court today up in Portland. This one is moved now to Gonzaga 11 and a half in some spots. So we're seeing a lot of movement here. Money come on to Oregon. Gonzaga from 14 down to 11 on over to Jorge.
Now I'll just take a slight lean there to Cal. He's playing some pretty good basketball to 7.5. Columbia. I mean, they're good. I mean, for an Ivy League team, right? But they're going all the way across the country back over to California. Yeah, I'll lean there. 10-0 at home, 11-1 on the season. Cal's a nice surprise in the ACC. So I'll lean on that one. And always Cornell. I think who's playing Cornell? I know Cornell's going to pace at Albany. I think they're under over is about 50%, but Cornell likes to push it. And Albany is going to get out there and run if a team sets that tempo. So a slight lean to the over in Cornell as well. It's 165.
Here we go here from Jorge. I'm going to fade the move here. I'm going to take Gonzaga and lay it here against Oregon. This game played neutral site game in Portland, Oregon on the NBA court. Oregon really has struggles with turning the ball over. Gonzaga, 6th in the nation in offensive efficiency, 4th on the defensive side. They make threes 60% from 2-point distance and defending very well from 3 and around the hole, 27% from 3, 47% around the hole. We look here at Gonzaga here. They've got wins here against UCLA by 10. They beat Alabama by 10. They beat Kentucky on the road by 35. We know they got pounded by Michigan, but that was their third game in 3 nights in that tournament, right? New Era tournament there. But on a neutral court here, Ducks have failed to cover all game. On their 5 losses, they failed to cover all 5 of them with poor shooting. There, they've lost games to UCLA by 11, at home to USC by 5, neutral sites losses against Auburn by 11, San Diego State by 17, and lost to Creighton by 10. So I'll go ahead and lay it there here with Gonzaga here. I just again from 14 down to 11 right now. So I'll look at that side. All right, we'll continue here on the Tony More Show. Before we get to hockey, well, we'll see what Jorge has to say over at Tony's Fix. Coming into a big weekend of action here on the gridiron, NFL, a lot of college hoops, NBA as well. And, of course, we'll get back in the bowl season and we get the holiday season tomorrow. See Jorge's put together pretty impressive numbers here over at Tony's Fix. All documented here past 7 days, 450 units of profit documented there on the site. Jorge, what you got for sale?
Man, I got my blowout of the week going out. It's going to be in the first set of games. I'm also working on some right now. A very tricky week, in my opinion. It's been that way for a while now. And, teams not in contention. Teams are tanking. This is wild. It almost feels like the last week of the season. Not that there's 2 more after this one. So it's a little bit weird. But nonetheless, had an off year this year for a couple reasons. But just didn't have some of those luck games that I had the first 2 years. When I was in the top 3 in college and in the NFL, Tony, on the site. So I'm going to have a strong finish and looking to a start to the rest of next year. So I'll be on vacation handicapping games the whole time. That's my vacation.
There you go. That's right. And there we go with Jorge over at Tony's Picks. You see the great results from Jorge. This is based on $100 unit wager size. Get on board NFL blowout play. Profit guarantee must earn a profit amount purchased is credit back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. Get on board with Jorge over at Tony's Picks. You see the long-term subscriptions, that's the way to go there. Get the long-term subscription. Great value there, especially now with all these sports overlapping. We got the college football playoffs.
Oh,
bowls.
Tony, and that the late steam's on SMS, because I am the king of late steam.
That's right. We're getting the SMS, late steam getting on SMS. So all long-term subscriptions will include all of our late plays. Our member plays earned by 11 a.m. Eastern time. We'll continue to handicap throughout the day and night. And we can post plays between 10 minutes and 2 hours for our game time. Those right now are emailed to you, but we're working right now to get those SMS based on the customer demand. Hey, get them to my SMS for late steam. That's what we're working on.
Nice.
So we'll have that set up for you guys there. So get on board with Jorge. All right, Jorge, it's always great having you show. Have a great week, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Good luck, guys.
As well. Jorge here on the Tony Morning Show. We'll continue on here with El Ninos. We'll go to the ice. El Ninos brought his skates with him today to the show. So we got a pretty big card here for a Sunday. Usually it's a scattering of games, but today we go big. So let's see what we'll do here. Let's just cover the what do we got here. It's going to be a tricky call here because we got a lot of 707s here in this one. So what we'll do here is we'll just we'll break it up in 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. Let's do two blocks of 4 here. Capitals and Red Wings. Red Wings $1.14, total of 6. Canadians and Penguins. Penguins $1.18, total of 6.5. Rangers and Predators. Here we got the Rangers $1.14 on the road, total of 6. Jets and the Mammoth. The Mammoth at home $1.16, total of 5.5. Over to El Ninos.
Yeah, a lot of back-to-backs today, so pretty tricky card, but I'll take a shot on the Red Wings there, defend their home ice, both teams on the back-to-back there. Tough game again, could go either way, but I'm leaning Red Wings in that one. Avs Wild should be another good one. Both teams having great seasons, but I'll give the edge to the Avs in that one. I'll take them. You can take them in regulation. Again, I prefer the -1 myself, but either way, I'm on the Avs in that one. Boston Senators. We're getting the Bruins as a dog again, so why not? I'll take a shot there. Again, both teams playing their second game in 2 nights there, so I wouldn't go too crazy with it, but I'll take a small shot on the Bruins there to get the job done there, plus money at home. And sorry, I forget, where do we cut this block off, Tony?
Well, the last one, Montreal Penguins, Rangers, Predators, Jets, Mammoth. That's where we cut it off there.
All right. I do like Montreal there. Pittsburgh just falling off, so I got other Canadian playing the much better hockey. You said Jets win this block as well?
The Jets are in this block, yep.
Yeah, so I like the Jets there. I know they've been terrible, but they're healthy and they got to start racking up some wins, so I think this is a pretty good spot for them to do that. I'll take the Jets there on the cheap. And then I think there was one more I liked in this block. You said Rangers, Predators in this one.
Yeah, Predators in this one, yeah.
Yeah, again, Predators playing some pretty good hockey right now, but I'll back my the Rangers here to get the job done on that one.
And from El Ninos, so let's close out hockey with these final 4. Maple Leafs, Stars 205, total 6. Sabres, Devils $1.36, total of 6. Senators, Bruins. Senators on the road, $1.35, total of 6. Golden Knights and Oilers. It's the Oilers, $1.35, total of 6. Back to Al.
Yeah, Stars maybe a little bit overpriced here. I'd hate to talk anyone off a plus, close to a plus 200 there with a very talented Leafs team, but the Stars just been the more consistent team here. They're on their home ice. Leafs on the back-to-back. Yeah, rest and home ice advantage. I think the Stars should get it done there. So, again, -1 for me. You can take them in regulation. This one, I wouldn't even mind you if you take a shot on the puck line, but, again, could very well come down the wire. So, I'd rather go with the -1 there, regulation myself. Golden Knights, Oilers. I think we could see some goals in this one. I know Carter Hart's been playing well, but both teams there with backup goalies. Connor Ingram getting recalled there for the Oilers. I think we could see some goals in this one, so I'll take the over in that one. And I think that wraps it up for me.
That wraps it up there from El Ninos. All right, we got you through our sports coverage for today. Now it's time for our Parlay Purple segment, where cappers can give out a parlay, team player prop, game of the future. Go back to El.
All right, let's go with the Raptors. We'll go with the Broncos and the Stars.
Yeah, from El Nino. So I'm going to go ahead and take Gonzaga late with Gonzaga. Also, I'm going to go here with the Jaguars here plus the points here against the Broncos. And what do we got here? Also, I'll go with the Lions to pound the Steelers there in that one. All right, we got you through our parlay purple segment. Now it's time to see what our cappers have for sale over at Tony's Picks. As I said, head into a big weekend of action here with NFL. Holidays coming up, bowl games coming up next week as well. El Ninos has put together impressive numbers here in the NFL this season. It's been solid here for El Ninos here based on $100 unit wager size, 677 units of profit. Al, what you got for sale?
Yeah, so far just my best bet in the NBA and the NHL, but as you were talking about, those team plays could very well come into play today. So make sure you hop on one of those long-term or 2-for-1 capper passes, pair me up with your favorite capper and get those team plays emailed or texted right to you.
That's right. We're working on the text service, guys. So get on board with El Ninos over at Tony's Picks. You can see the best premium plays up there for El Ninos today. Sunday game of the week, NBA Sunday Alley-Oop, profit guarantee, or why don't you get that 3-day all sports pass? You get all of his packages in there and all the plays that are exclusive for long-term subscribers in there as well. Late steam plays in there for you guys. All props are included at no extra charge. We have automated our prop system for grading and for posting. So all props right now, widely available props available right now for you from the NFL, from the NBA, NHL. So those three major sports, we have full prop service for you guys. So the props are included, no extra charge when you get the long-term subscriptions. So get on board. And also part of the late steam play as well are the props. So get on board with El Ninos over at Tony's Picks there, and long-term subscriptions. The best way to go. Can match out with your favorite capper with the 2-for-1 capper promotion and get signed up. Just hit the lower screen and find El Ninos and then match them up with your favorite capper here with the 2-for-1 capper promotion. Promo code TonyT will save you that 15% off. All right, guys, I have a best bet on the board right now from the NFL. Also a 3-pack. So get on board with me and match me up with your favorite capper with the 2-for-1 capper promotion. All right, with you here, guys, every day at 9:30 a.m. each time. It is the Tony Six Morning Show. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. We greatly appreciate that. It really helps us build up our audience when you do that. And as you can see here, about to show you our YouTube channel, our YouTube page, where we have lots of great content. Check it out. Just type Tony's Picks. You'll find our live shows up there. You hit the link. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And, of course, you land on our homepage. That's the best way to start. Just go to our homepage. You'll find whatever we're first streaming live, you'll see it right there on the top. Compilation videos. I got my NFL, NBA, college hoops up there for you right now. Also, the hit list from Chris is up for you. Today, it's NHL prop hit list, NFL prop hit list. So two prop videos here from Chris from the NHL and the NFL. So you can check that out there right on the playlist. NFL, Ramon is ready to roll here from the Night Moves show. We clipped those videos. So we've got the video set for you guys here in Night Moves up there. Compilation videos as well. I know I got my videos up there. Alessandro's got videos up there from the NFL. So check it out there. College football, we'll have the Bulls ready to go here for you guys tomorrow. Here, we got that bowl game NBA playlist again with lots of great NBA coverage for you guys as well. College basketball up on the board here. We got Ramon coming in here pretty deep in college hoops today. We got Vandy, Wake Forest, Pittsburgh, Penn, Oregon, Gonzaga, Ole Miss, NC State, Cincinnati, and Clemson are up there as well. Ohio State, North Carolina up there as well. So lots of great content there up on our channel, ready to roll here. NHL full game card covered by Ramon in there here with this NHL full card coverage. Fight videos will be coming when we get the fights back. Shorts in there as well. We got the shorts populated today. A lot of shorts will be posting right now. We usually get the post about the time we post our shorts about right now. So check it out there. Lots of great content there. Live shows as well. When you hit the live tab, you'll be able to check us out here on the live. Our replay of our Tony Speaks Morning Show is up there. 2 formats, whether you're on vertical or on landscape. Look for the format that meets your purpose there. Look for the icon with the phone if you're on a phone. Get the best viewing experience. Night Moves every day, 3 a.m. Eastern time. Daily Dangle every day, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Rod will be back here with the Daily Dangle NHL full rundown. Once we get all the goalies confirmed, Rod's on giving you the picks from the NHL. Morning show, as you know, look ahead with Alessandro Sunday through Friday. He'll be back today at midnight Eastern time, getting ahead of those line moves with Alessandro for full picks, chat, interact with him. And I'll tell you, that chat is very busy in that show. So be patient because That's the first look at the game. So, of course, you're going to get the most chat interaction on that one. So, people are throwing games left and right at Alessandro. Let him get through the block first, and then he'll get to your picks. I know some of you guys put a comment up there. You want an answer right away. Let Alessandro get to his plays, to his block, and then he'll get to the chat. Because this way, it helps the show flow better when we get the picks out first and then answer the chat questions. Just be patient, because I know you guys are throwing lots at him here, because you expect that in a look-ahead show. That's the first look at the lines. A lot of you guys have a lot of questions. We'll gladly answer them for you. But just remember, we got to get through the picks first, and then we'll answer you guys. Happy Hour with Rod coming back here Monday through Friday with Ron and Brian in there. You check that out. We get some of the guys from the morning shows in there as well. So check it out. 5 live shows on our channel, guys. So you got to subscribe. No doubt. El Ninos, we see you here. We see you some of the prop videos in here. Sometimes we see on the dog videos. A lot of live show appearances. That means we see you on live shows and a lot of reels as well up on the channel.
Yeah, as you said, mostly live shows lately, but keep an eye out for those dogs and shorts that could pop up anytime. But again, ton of content there, so you don't just need my videos. You got you guys. You mentioned all the live shows, all the videos out there for you. Shorts are more your thing. We got tons of those now too. So make sure you go check out all that great content on Tony's Picks YouTube video channel.
That's right, guys. Lots of great content here. Hit like, subscribe. Ron Hahn here. We're going to probably I might have to shoot videos with Ron. I think that's what we got to do. I'll probably have to probably in January. I'm going to shoot some of these guys you don't see. So I'm going to do a video with Ron Hahn. That's my New Year's resolution is to do a video with Ron Hahn. That's my New Year's resolution. I'll host it. I'll just do it back old school way with Ron. That is my New Year's resolution is to do a video with Ron Hahn. Get your phone ready. All right, there we go here. From Ron Hahn, ready to roll today. Of course, Matt, good seeing you again here in the chat. Go your Broncos. We know he likes his Broncos. He likes his Nuggets. I don't know if he likes his Avs. I'm not sure. I don't know if he likes his Rockies.
What's not to like about the Avs?
Yeah. Oh, he likes his. I don't know if he's a hockey guy. But,
okay. Fair enough.
I know that. Yep. So Ron Hahn is confirmed. I'll be shooting videos with Ron Hahn.
Well, there we go.
There we go. My New Year's resolution will come through. All right. There. All right, guys. Here, hit us up, like, subscribe. Greatly appreciate that, and looking forward to that. All right, guys. We're gonna. Anything else you have to add, Al Ninos, before we close it out?
No, just cheers to Ron Hahn. Looking forward to him adding some more good content on your channel.
Yeah. Well, maybe we have to block. We'll see. We'll get him ready to roll. Maybe we'll win the playoff game when the Lions are in. We'll see how it goes. But we'll get him on. I'll do some videos here in there. All right, guys. That's good. Yep. Go Broncos there. We're going to wait. Goodbye, guys. You guys make it a winning one. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony 6.